So it's probably a good idea to be prepared just in case. But look, we weren't prepared, and of course change happened very abruptly. To be a major problem for them. Major setback, you could say. I'll ask everyone to remain seated on the coach, and that won't take long, and then we'll quickly head around to the cafe where we'll let all of you guys out for a nice little break. In New Zealand is Lake Te Anau, which is up in the central north. Lovely view of the lake, and we'll certainly talk a bit more about Lake Te Anau once we actually live. So where we are, righty-ho guys, look, hey, just remain seated for a moment, I'll just quickly... Thanks, you're okay. We'll leave at 10:15. Now we always go by the clock up the front here. That way there's no arguments about time, okay? So if you can be back on the bus ready to go for 10:15, that'll be great. Now we'll open up the doors of the coach probably about 5 minutes prior to departure, but we'll leave at 10:15. Now we're going to park towards the rear of the Kiwi Country Complex. As you head inside the rear doors, there is toilets. There's also toilets in the far end of the building. Now there's a big gift shop in there, and I find that a few of my passengers sometimes get a bit distracted to a bit of shopping in the gift shop. But look, you're allowed to do that. But if you walk through the gift shop in the far end of the building, that is where you will find the cafe. Okay, so the cafe is in the far end of the building. So we're going to park right at the back door. Okay, so as
lagi nga.
Ice cream, it will become hot.
Asa man sudlo ng gift shop ba? Wala na. 5 minutes na lang. No?
Do a commercial day trip too, which is Doubtful Sound, which is a lovely day out, but it's quite different. You look straight across into the South Arm. Okay, now that's technically a fjord. It's a big, it's a glacial-carved valley, partly filled with water. And a flight by aeroplane. Now the helicopter, doing any mountain climbing and go hiking up there, but you have a little bit of a play around outside. Big motivation, okay? But by bus, look, the earliest I'll have everybody to experience like this. Okay, now I've done these flights, a beautiful day for it. Now, if you'd like to know more, now this area is very closely to why I love this area so highly. It's because of the rugged hill and mountain country. Okay.
We're in Lake. No.
nice boardwalk. Now the walkway is only about 200 metres long. All right.
Boardwalk. Doon pa pala eh. Doon pala. Action. Photographer in action. Basta na. Let's go na.
Is what this road journey dictates, but they identified a long time ago that a road through that area was going to be not a bad view. We're not particularly concerned with the lower Hollyford Valley though, because notice that the landscape is about to tighten up very quickly. All right, the valleys we're now about to drive through, they were full with ice right to the mountain tops. Okay, now that's a good example of how clean things are in the wilderness in New Zealand. You'll see areas up ahead where the mature beech trees have been broken and are tiny compared to what they used to be. Okay, most of the snow here was starting to really grow. They needed to simply because of the fact that we can't which is safe to be in here. So what they did, they built 6 electronic weather stations, and they've been positioned. And with all the information on it.
Parehas lang. Parehas lang siya view.
Murag na aksahan.
Asa ka?
Laing kalibutan.
Bukan?
Okay. Ang naman po ni sa sunting, pero not this.
Tunteng.
Sunting kami din. Pero dili inong ano pa ano.
Usap dito.
Ha?
Ako din sila eh.
We're seriously investigating the idea of building a road. They had some serious plans for Milford. One of those plans never eventually pierced these mountains into Milford. It was if they actually went underground for at least a very small. This is the high part of our drive. We will be 970 metres above sea level. Okay, that's about 33. If you want to get out, you're not going to have a lot of time because we are going to lift the remains of a massive avalanche, and sometimes in the winter this whole tunnel area will be buried. Now, so where we are now, there might be 15 metres of snow above us, and it'll be all the way back at about 200 metres. In the winter, we're not allowed to stop where we just stopped, okay, because that's what they call. There we go, guys, the Te Anau Valley. So you can see the road just down below us, guys, or part of it. And if you look up high on the right, there's the Homer Saddle. Looks a bit different from over here. Now this is another birthplace of an ancient mighty glacier. This one flowed down the valley, of course, where we're going, and eventually it flowed into the ocean. And we're going to stop at the chasm, and we're going to get you guys out for a beautiful stroll through the forest. All right, we'll tell you about the chasm very shortly. Good example of some of the geology. Now it's particularly over this side, when we have the rain, the water photographs, the Te Anau Valley, that's actually a Welsh name, and the proper pronunciation is takahē, means the sword, alright?
Dito po. No need. Dagan.
Apa dyan? Hah? Lagi. Nakaw. Dalilihan ka. Dili. At the end of the way, picture too.
Over here, the other side. Huh? 20 minutes? Yeah, 15 minutes na ba yung gihatag?
Name of Rudyard Kipling. He wrote about this area. Some of you may have heard of him, some of you may have read his works. A famous poet and novelist. And the fact that he described this area as the 8th wonder marketing helped Mlford become world renowned. 400 metres of it left to go. Now, just to remind you regarding your boat cruise, okay? Now, the name of your boat is the Pride of Milford. It'll be at gate number 5. Boarding from onto the bus, and if you're flying home, come back to the bus as well, guys. We'll drop you off on the way out. Well, there we go. That is the Milford Road. This is the end of it, just here. All right, and the irony of it, that's where the wharf building is. Now, what I'm going to
Wait, mabigaan pa. Huh?
Going to Milford Sound na yun. Boarding that ship.
Bird
That
shipping.
boat pala, hindi ship.
Okay.
Kind of Milford. We have our
What's your boarding?
pass and lunch. Keep on.
Okay.
So it's late, I think.
So we're going where?
I don't know what's in store for us there.
Okay.
It's like very exciting.
Exciting. Okay.
This is the pack lunch that we have, which is included in the tour. So mga na may nakaboard na sa Milford Pride. Milford Pride? Pride of Milford. My Pride of Milford. So it's like sandwich with lots of orange, with apple, as you see.
Ang pagdagdag kay pwesto taas-taas.
sleep during the night on airs of the rocky corners around the edges of the place.
Maintain na to. Very nice. Waterfalls taas tayo. From siguro 100 meters high. And it's perfect.
Oh, famous Purge Burger. Oh,
Mabalitan eh.
Queenstown, New
Let's judge
Zealand.
later kung lamig pa view. You have to go now. Okay, mabugnaw na. Let's go.
Okay.
How does this look like? This really big burger. Oh, dako kayo. Ming ging ging. Good food. So, let's see what's in here. Uy! Kani. We might as well use the slice. Ah. How big it is? Oh, look how sa McDonald's or anywhere. And this is the real thing. Look. This is the burger, half na siya. Yummy? One thumb, brah? One thumb. How thick it is and how juicy. Very nice. Makahurot mi ani. -1 sa pawid tugno kayo. Nana ang bus, nana. Here it comes.
Sure.
Ka-opposite. Direction to Mlford. Let's go na.
Man's coach. Here we come.
Well, the challenge, eh? It's very